How she took back her marriage and her peace. Let me tell you something that might make you pause for a moment. Prestige family, imagine sitting across the table from your spouse, your wife, your husband, the same person you married, same face, same voice, but suddenly something feels off. You're not sure who this person is anymore. You smile, but your heart isn't smiling back. It's quiet, not peaceful quiet, but the type of quiet that sounds like something is broken, and worse, you can't even feel much anymore. Just emptiness. That's exactly what someone shared with us recently. A strong, intelligent African woman living abroad, doing her best to raise her child, manage her home, keep her career afloat, but inside, she was silently drowning. Her marriage had hit a serious crisis. And this wasn't just small misunderstanding or boredom. This was betrayal, infidelity, broken trust, possibly a child from outside the marriage. Now imagine carrying all of that alone, still waking up, still showing up, still cooking, still pretending, but emotionally shut down. She couldn't feel connected, couldn't express affection, couldn't even cry sometimes. That's how far the damage had gone. But let me take you back just a bit. Before things started to shift, she was stuck, confused, running in circles mentally, questioning herself, questioning her decisions. One day, ready to leave. The next day, wondering if she should stay. Every conversation with her husband felt like another emotional landmine. Then she engaged us, myself and Lola. And that's when the fog started to lift. We're marriage coaches, as you know, and we didn't offer her just another motivational pep talk. No, what we offered her was a step-by-step structured blueprint for healing, a clear path. And for the first time in a long time, she had direction. She began to understand her emotions. She learned how to regulate her thoughts. She began to take back control of her energy, her time, and her peace. And most importantly, she wasn't doing it alone anymore. Now, let me be clear. Her healing didn't come overnight. Of course not. There were no magic moments or fairy dust. What happened was consistent, intentional growth. Together, we started untangling the confusion. She learned how to break the noise into signals, how to choose what deserved her energy, how to listen to her intuition again. She stopped trying to fix everything in 1 week, and she started rebuilding herself one step at a time. She began to understand the patterns, why she had emotionally disconnected, why she felt numb, why the same fights kept repeating, and how her past experiences were shaping her present reactions. With guidance, she blocked unnecessary distractions, including the other woman. She began feeding her mind intentionally. No more emotional junk food, just growth content, books, tools, spiritual and psychological nourishment. We helped her build boundaries, not walls. She started a gratitude journal, not because life was suddenly perfect, but because gratitude gave her power over pain. She took walks, started focusing on her physical health, picked up her journal, sat with herself, and slowly clarity started replacing confusion. Meanwhile, her husband started noticing the shift. He began to change, not perfectly, but noticeably. He prayed more. He started talking differently. He was calmer, less defensive, more intentional. And she didn't just fall for it blindly. She didn't drop her guard. She evaluated quietly, carefully. We helped her understand how to measure change, not just hope for it. Then came one of the biggest turning points. She invited him out for a simple dinner, not a trap, not a test, just to explore if something human still existed between them. This is often a confusion for a lot of people. And guess what? There was something there. There was something. They laughed, not big belly aching laughs, but small soft ones. But that was enough. She didn't show affection out of pressure. She did it because she was reconnecting with herself, with her clarity, and maybe with the possibility of what their marriage could become again. And let me pause here, Prestige family. If any part of this story sounds familiar to you, if you're feeling like you're dealing with betrayal, emotional confusion, distance, or you're just unsure how to move forward, we're inviting you to take the next step she took. Go to www.manofprestige.com. There you can reach out and engage with us just like she did. We'll walk you through the step by step. You don't have to do trial and error. You don't have to guess. You don't have to suffer in silence. We will give you a clear, proven structure and the support you need to rebuild your marriage and yourself. We've done this with many individuals and couples, and the results are not magic, they are measurable. Now, let's continue. This woman began practicing the I feel strategy we gave her. Instead of lashing out, she started expressing, I feel overwhelmed when I have to carry the emotional weight of this alone, or I feel disconnected when we go days without meaningful conversation. Things like that, things that will make them feel less simple, clear, transformative. Her husband started listening, not just hearing, but really listening. She even reached out to his mother just to check in. Nothing dramatic, no long speeches, just a calm, respectful boundary. Culture didn't scare her anymore. She respected it, but she knew her peace came first. And about that DNA test, I'm sure you were suspecting, she's ready for it. Whatever the result may be, she's not afraid anymore because she knows now that her strength doesn't come from what life throws at her, but from what she builds within herself. She's still on the journey, still healing, still learning, but the confusion is gone. The chaos is being replaced by confidence, and she's not doing it alone. She's doing it with support, structure, and wisdom. Now, Prestige family, if you're still watching this, I want you to hear me clearly. You don't have to figure it out alone. You don't have to guess your way through the storm. You don't have to. Just simply go to www.manofprestige.com and engage us. We'll help you create the structure that brings transformation just like she's experiencing. Not rushed, not confused, but ongoing, steady, strong, purposeful. This is your moment to take back your peace, to take back your clarity, and maybe to rebuild something better than what was broken. Before we wrap up, here's the final thought. Do you think some people stay in pain because they're afraid to ask for help, or because they've stopped believing help is even possible? Here's a quick question for you. Let me know your answer in the comments. Please engage me and then allow me to give you a shout out on the next video. And before you log off, hit like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and share this video with someone you love, because they might be one conversation away from healing. Visit www.manofprestige.com or simply go to the link in the description. Let's do this journey together. I'll be right back.